Welcome everybody, Full Streaks Podcast. We're back. Started with me and Craig, but now we got friends for this episode at least. Up in the top right on your screen is Shay. Right above me is Justin and Matthew. That's everybody. We're all gonna just hang out today and see how this goes. We're gonna talk about the beta. Modern Warfare 2 beta was last week, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about it now. Few things that we didn't really care for was, I don't know, there was a lack of clarity on trying to build the guns and like what the receiver unlocked or what you needed to do to unlock this gun or that gun, like the MP5, the Lockman sub. There was nothing that really guided you to show you that you needed to open that or to use the Lockman to unlock it. So I thought that they could have done a little better there. CJ, any thoughts on that?
Yeah, definitely. The whole receiver idea, having multiple guns on the same platform, is a smart idea. Just give us a little bit more clarity on like what attachments unlock within each receiver, because it's really annoying going to just one receiver platform and looking at X, Y, and Z, and then you have to use the LMG to get the rest of this, and then blah, blah, blah. Just give us a little bit more clarity. That's all I'm looking for in a creative class. Instead of being, the standard creative class at 4, you unlock the meta weapon at 7, and that's what you only use for the rest of the game. Just give us a little bit more clarity. You gave us good diversity with the weapons. Just give us a little bit more emphasis on what we got to get.
Sure.
Without having to use Google.
Yeah, Google is big.
Or a meta streamer.
Yeah.
That's true.
But I personally mind that as a more casual player anyway. I really honestly don't mind that at all. Having not knowing or having no clarity. It reminds me of Nintendo. If your friend didn't know how to play it, you figured out how to play it. You would have figured out, just like on PlayStation 1, Medal of Honor, or whatever game you had that never connected anything with anybody online.
Yeah.
I still think you'd have that. It's fun kind of going through and figuring out and just having things unlock and doing things enough to have something random unlock. I do miss the idea of being surprised by what I get rather than just kind of knowing it and being like, okay, well, got to get 800 kills and 500 headshots and whatever.
Right.
Be cool to just kind of randomly get some of that stuff back as a surprise.
Okay. Matthew, I know you was trying to unlock specific.
I can read Drew's lips.
Guns.
He's saying Matthew.
I am.
What are your ideas?
Yeah, what do you think? Yeah.
I wasn't really a big fan of the whole operating system in itself. Like Call of Duty's mostly always been the same, and there's a reason why it's always been the same. It's 'cause it works, people like it, and I don't see why they're trying to change it now.
So just to throw an idea off you.
I like how they categorize the guns.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
I liked how the M4 platform and the receivers kind of stayed in the same platform.
Mm-hmm.
All the HK guns were all together. You had to use one to unlock all of them. I like that idea.
Okay, but would you rather go back to the way Black Ops 2 was, where you rank up just your base level, right? And that's when you get just the gun? Or do you like this idea?
No, I like how you had to use the platform to unlock the gun.
Okay.
If you want it.
Okay.
I like that idea, but I think the guns, you shouldn't have to go say I want to use the MP5. I shouldn't have to pick the 7.62 and then change the receiver to pick my MP5.
Okay, so you don't like the fact that you got to use a different gun to unlock the receiver?
No, I like the idea of that, but I think it should be categorized. If I want to use the MP5, I go down to the HK line and I scroll over to the MP5.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And they're all in a line. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They could categorize it different. Yeah, that's not
but it's super simplistic.
Yeah.
In that way, yeah. But it's more by gun type than say alphabetical order. Just do it by gun type.
Sure. Yeah. Justin, I know you didn't have a lot of experience with the beta, but was it confusing for you how the guns worked and how to unlock certain guns, or did
I
it
didn't even
get
get past being able to make
a
class
use
or
Mr.
anything
M4
like that. No, I just used the M4 the whole time, and
fair enough.
Did you like the M4?
I did. I really did. maybe I'm wrong, but I felt like the time to kill was like super quick. But
it was fast, and it really like affected people if you weren't on the same coast or even close. Like the people that had joined you that had higher ping. I know Shay's an expert in this right now, but it was like it made it more difficult for them to get kills because the time to kill, they don't have any kind of like error time. They have no time at all to recognize. And Shay, I'm sure
my ping wasn't right. Yeah, my ping wasn't right. Whatever it said my ping was, it was higher than that. And when I was just on mine, and I won't lie, like I'm not a pro player, you know what I mean? So I have a great VPN that puts me on the lowest ping server and keeps me on the lowest ping server right by my house. And when I'm playing by myself at all, you know, where my ping is down in that low 20s, every single game, you know, it's even then on Call of Duty itself, it's still reflecting like 60, 65. And I know my ping is what it says in my VPN. Like it's, you know, I know that's true, but it really did. Like the difference between playing by myself and with you guys was, you know, somewhere else in the country was astronomical. You know, I know I'm still going to a server here, there, everywhere, right? But at least when I'm in my own thing, it's trying to get me to the closest game. I'm not going over here to get a game wherever it's convenient. Right. So, but that's normally not a problem because I've played games with you guys for so long from where I live. So it's never been a problem, but I did notice the lack of ability to play at a higher ping and that it wasn't quite accurate. What the game was reflecting to me.
Yeah, like you couldn't even shoot back.
Showed.
Yeah.
No.
Like
there's none of that.
Yeah.
See, but I had the opposite experience with playing with my buddies from the West Coast. I was playing with him, and I was connecting to his servers. And I was getting like 85, 90 ping. But I was still able to like get 10 to 15 kills before I die or something like that. And then I would go on like a losing streak and then come back. You know what I mean?
It's weird that it's different. Like it's weird that different people are having that different of an experience.
Yeah,
I ain't got a dog in the fight because I was rocking a low ass ping almost the entire time.
Ping, yeah.
Yeah, and it was huge. It felt like when you had better ping, like you won more often of your gunfights.
Yeah,
it definitely like seemed to play more of a role in this game than it has in the past.
Bro, Morty was cranking on low ping.
Yeah.
You also got to realize the hit registration in this game, and like instead of being on 13, 14 hertz servers, we're now on 60, 65 hertz servers.
That's also true, yeah.
I will say, can I ask you guys this? Can I pose a question? Because I started playing the beta in like just what they gave me, right? Like the standard 80 FOV or whatever it was naturally defaulted to because I wanted to just see how it ran. And then I let Call of Duty update itself with what it was doing a couple times. And then I talked to Dave about it and reset it up to like 120. You know, where a good PC is going to run it in between like what, we'll say 101 to 120, depending on which meta streamer you're watching.
Sure.
But the moment I moved it into that thing, my whole entire experience changed in a positive way. The game got extremely great. It played better. I could do I could slide cancel. I could do all that stuff.
You're talking
did
about
any of you guys try
correct?
that? Yeah, just by adjusting the field of view. Nothing else. I moved no other sliders.
So personally, I play on 115 on all the Call of Duties that were on PC.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like it gave you like a lot of pro or like Warzone players say 105 to 110. Because you don't want too much of a render distance, I guess. But I found 115 was that sweet spot where I could still see and still have a good, clear, not jittery experience.
Sure.
But this is my question, right? This is my question. So if the game plays at its best now, right? Because we know previous Call of Duties played at not this, right? It was whatever we got.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this year this game is going to be naturally just more optimized? And do you think that'll naturally put the people that are on lower consoles, you know what I mean? Like, let's just say a bare bones, like a PS4 Slim terabyte that can still run it and not have a problem getting in, you know, it'll run. But do you think they're automatically at a disadvantage just because of how smooth the game was running inside the field of view alone? That's
Absolutely.
I would say no, because they get a slider this year.
Yes, but the PS4 Slim is quote unquote outdated equipment that the game wasn't built for.
Right.
Like,
but we're
again,
just talking about the FOV slider.
Yeah,
And I think
FOV
but
slider.
with consoles getting it, I don't think they're at as much of a disadvantage as they have been previously. And like past Call of Duties, they didn't get an FOV slider. This is the first year they get one, and I think it's going to help. I mean, I saw some 80 FOV kids doing okay, like not having a problem. And so we'll see like how much it raises like the level.
Yeah, competitive, like competitive
Yeah.
level. Like Z-Laner, I want to see these guys get in with Z-Laner. Can you smash this guy if you are better than him naturally with this standard, like it's now considered below standard quality of play for this?
Warzone 2 is not going to have an FOV slider on console.
Yes, it is.
No, it's
is?
not on new generation console, not old.
Oh, okay. So on like what, PS5,
PS5 and Xbox Series,
Xbox Series
and
X,
PC.
yeah,
and obviously PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
weird. So yeah, you're gonna have to upgrade now.
Yeah.
If you go look at anything like Exclusive Ace did testing.
Mm-hmm.
He did testing on Xbox Series X, Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5. The render distance drops down in Ground War to where everybody is stuttering at a distance.
Nice.
On the older consoles. Like it drops the FOV, I'm sorry, the FPS at farther distances down to like 15 or 30.
Yeah. So I don't know. The next gen is what we're calling it. They're 2 years old now. Well, a year old. They came out last year. Yeah. Like it's been a year now. I don't know like how much longer do they anticipate these companies making games the same for the older gen? Like it's that's just the natural progression of gaming. It's time to go to the new console because that's where the features are that you want to play on.
Yeah, but how are you going to?
It's not time to go to a new console.
It's time to go to PC. You're not wrong on that one, buddy.
That's it, man.
But yeah, PS5s are non-existent in retail. It's insane.
Which is crazy.
It's crazy, dude. It's still going on. Somebody's out there making some funds, bro.
Money,
bro.
Well, they confirmed too that Walmart was housing a bunch of them. Like Walmart had bought.
They had
Yeah, don't you remember? It's like, was there around Christmas time? There were some employees that leaked it, like a couple pictures of it.
I didn't see that.
Pallets and pallets and pallets. I think that market got controlled the moment it went up, and you saw them do their little exclusive PlayStation 5s are available. Here's a specific email for a time and a place where you can come and buy some. I don't know. I'm not with you, but I think Matt's not wrong. I think PC is where it's at.
PC's
We're
definitely
all in
the way to go.
Early to mid 30s.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been through all this. We've seen it all together kind of in our own way.
Yeah.
Kind of scary.
Yeah. If you can upgrade, if you can get a PC, like even a gaming laptop, you're going to have a better, more enjoyable experience than you would on an Xbox One.
Yeah.
Or PS4 Slim.
True.
The PS4 Pro is a little different because it does have a little bit more of a cooling solution and a little bit more of a come on, help me out, guys.
It's got better thermal flow between the fans because it's bigger. It's got more fans and it cools it down better, so it runs games better. I don't
know if any of that's true, but I've owned almost all the models, and by far that little Slim whatever does run the best. We were talking
about the Pro.
It's a little soldier. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like don't they make a Slim version?
They also make a Slim
terabyte.
Not a Slim Pro.
A Slim Pro?
Do they?
No.
I'll have to look and see what my box.
I'll Google right now. We got it.
No, I just want to see what mine is. I don't care what the answer is. I just want to see what one I have actually, because it's just sitting.
That's a valid point. That's a valid point. I like how Jess is laughing at that.
But
thank you, Jess.
He is a sucker for an awkward moment.
So it just, I guess I would say, like, if you have to upgrade from a regular PS4 or an Xbox One, definitely consider looking at a PC. I mean, it's going to be more money, but you're going to have more
consider it,
longevity.
do it.
Either way, whether
It'd
you
be
get the
nice to
Slim
do
or
it.
not, this fucking guy, whatever
Yeah.
this one.
That's the Slim.
Yeah, this one runs like a fucking champion, man.
Yeah, it works
like,
well for
truly,
you.
Like, I've never had a problem. Any game Maddox wants to play on it, we
Nice.
still plug this into this little TV over here, and he gets in on it. I just look at it, I'm like, I don't know what one this is. I need the box.
So,
Right
so
You're not wrong.
I do want to ask two of the new people that decided to switch to PC last year, Matt and Justin. I want to ask you guys, playing the beta on your computers, did you find it more enjoyable than you were with past copies of Call of Duty on your
Consoles?
Hey, Paps, you go first, buddy.
Okay. I remember that. I just enjoy, just in general, like how there's so many features on a PC compared to, like with the Discord and stuff like that. I have, I can change a lot more settings than what I could with the consoles being limited to whatever you could do.
Mhm.
But as for, like, I play because I enjoy playing with my friends, and like, I don't really notice sometimes that, like the difference in the game quality on a console compared to a PC. I just think it's, like I said, with all the features and stuff, that's why I like it more.
Kind of all the extra stuff, not necessarily
All the extra stuff
just
that
the
you can
gaming.
do with it. Yeah.
Yeah. Matthew?
I know I didn't really fully, answer
No,
your
you're good.
question, Craig, because I didn't.
No, that's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
I never
you,
noticed a
Jesse.
difference. Yes, sir.
I noticed a very large difference.
Well, you
Okay.
also went to 1440p.
Yeah.
I did.
So you jumped 2 steps too, and I mean that's I'm sure a
Yes.
huge difference. I bet it's awesome.
I mean, it is. I really enjoy playing. I thought the beta looked really good, graphics wise. I mean,
Yeah.
I was getting 140, 150 frames in 1440, and it was running perfect.
Yeah.
I don't think I had any the first day, I think we had some hiccups. With
Yeah. After that,
issues.
like it was definitely the smoothest beta
But
I've ever played.
After that, I mean, I had fun in it.
It made me consider putting a 4090 reservation
Out of 10
note.
beta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it, David?
I would love to play that shit.
It was a 10 out of 10.
It was a good beta.
Yeah.
I think
I feel
we're
like
in
it's
for a
good.
good 2 years.
Was
Other
there
than
a
my
nuke
little
in there?
texture issue, man, I really didn't have any complaints.
Yeah.
There-
Game
there
felt
is-
Use
good.
your warnings.
There is no tactical nuke, but there is a
I also
A
thought the
kill
kill
streak.
streaks were kind of boring.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The kill streaks are very lackluster.
Yeah,
and
they
you
were
need to
very
be-
boring because I couldn't get
They're
any.
just repeats. They're just repeats, man.
Yeah, there haven't been really any innovative
Like they brought
streaks in a
back
while.
IEDs. Like nobody ever used IEDs.
So what are they supposed
didn't
to
Are
do?
you
Modern
joking,
Warfare
bro?
3, I
Modern
was
Warfare
IED
3,
tech,
yes,
motherfucker.
sir.
Okay, Modern Warfare 3,
Set
they
it
were
down.
pretty good.
You hear that?
That drill charge was pretty hard. That's about the
Yeah.
thing that I liked.
That drill
was
charge
new.
was
That felt good.
so dope,
That was
bro.
new. But
It's
yeah, you're
also
right. Yeah, give some good kill
really
streaks.
satisfying, like going
I'd be
through a
curious
wall or
what
the
we should
ceiling.
get. You know what I mean? What do you get now? Like, that's a good question. I mean, think about it. All of us have been playing Call of Duty since it could be online. And, like, it's always the same. Like, what could we really get different for kill streaks? Like, I mean, what is the idea there? Is anybody drawing
I'll
anything
take
more
some
than a
Black
blank?
Ops
Because I don't have an
dogs.
idea.
Yeah, dogs
Okay,
was cool.
use dogs. Some new age
Bring-
dog, robot dogs.
Robot dogs.
I would bring
Um,
back the swarms.
Yeah, Swarm was
Swarms
a
are
cool
good.
one. I
What's
think
the swarm? I don't
So
remember the
one was-
swarm.
It's
Go ahead.
Like
basically
150 flying drones in the air.
Give it. That'd be tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Ops 2.
drone.
It
Yeah,
was
that'd be
dope.
tight.
Dave used to
I'd be
love
with
that
that.
shit.
Oh yeah,
Um,
dude. Those are my
I don't know. They were just kind
stuff.
of like we really haven't had anything different. They've tried very few like
So
new
bring
things.
some things back, but like those things, like the more off kilter
Bring back
ones.
devastating
weren't
kill
always-
streaks.
Yeah, make it worthwhile to
Devastating
get the kill
kill
streak.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like if
So
you're
you
gonna
better
take that
have a
nuke away,
riot
give us
to it.
something else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not against that at all.
what's gonna suck is the riot shield guys are gonna be drill charged every chance
I
they get.
can't wait, bro. I'm
I
gonna
can't
drill charge
either.
them and tube them. They're all getting blown up.
Can't wait
Yeah.
to just set a trophy down and sit in a
Lots
corner.
of tubes. Yeah, just
Tro-
tubes.
yeah, trophies are back.
Get them.
That's huge. Like
I know.
that's
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
that's good news for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But it takes up a Dead Silence field upgrade,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
I got a riot shield. I don't care.
that's
I
fine.
want
I
you to find
don't.
me.
I need Dead Silence as a perk.
Look at the
Activision.
look in
I'ma
his
need it.
eyes.
I'm gonna need it. I can't be loud all the time. It's ridiculous.
They're just gonna pull out what they did for Vanguard 3 days before the launch. They're gonna be like, "We succumb. Here's Ninja."
I'd be
But
so
we're gonna
happy
keep
with
Dead
that.
Silence in.
I think that would make this the best Call of Duty in probably the past 10 years.
Ninja?
Well,
Yeah, if they gave us a
Yeah,
ninja
Ninja
perk.
alone? I never
Well-
got like the second perk either. So is it like the second perk that they were showing you in the beta? Is that like the pro? You know what I mean? Did you get any like were there any pro? Or what
it
was
always
that thing?
comes after time. So
Oh,
you
okay.
get your first two perks, like in the gray ones, and then the next one was
Right.
after like 6 minutes or 4 minutes,
for
and then the
Oh,
last
and
one
then
was 8 minutes. Yeah, that's
Got
how
you.
it was
I
a
was trying to
different
figure that out.
progression. It was really weird. There was no clarity on that. I know we touched on clarity
but they
earlier.
did say that the last day of the beta or the last 2 days they brought down the time
Mhm.
from 4 minutes each time, right? 4 and 8 to 2 and 6. So they brought
Right.
it down 2 whole minutes. So instead of getting, your third perk, which, was high alert or for fuck's sakes, ghost, you get the fourth round of SND. It kind of made no sense. Why break something that didn't need to be broken? That wasn't broken. We have used this perk
Yeah, I
system.
agree.
This perk system for the past 15 years, besides Ghost.
It's been
Ghost
fine.
was its own little thing.
That was
we'll
our
talk about.
experiment, but that was
Yeah.
long ago. And I think
Do
they're
you miss pro
experimenting again.
perks?
Yes.
I don't care about pro
Yeah.
perks.
I
Like
pro perks.
grinding
I
a pro
personally love
perk, like
that.
to get a
Mhm.
second tier of this perk. I think
Yeah.
that's really cool.
Yeah, to get a little bit better level. I like
Yeah.
that too.
Well, I mean,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I was into
It
that.
doesn't make or break the game.
Like
be
sit
honest.
rent pro.
Yeah, that
Mhm.
definitely broke the game. 100%.
That broke.
That was a break. Yeah. Yep.
One man army pro.
Yeah. Also
That's
game
the
breaking.
best.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do pro perks, make sure those each pro perk has a counter to it.
Everything should have a
Lightweight
counter.
Ninja Pro is so nasty.
Everything should have a counter, in my opinion.
Commando pro.
I wish we
That's
had
all I
Marcus in here.
The other thing that we had was footsteps were pretty loud, like with no dead
Mhm,
silence.
yeah.
I think the audio needs to be turned down. Like you gotta
He's coming
allow
from
us
down
to
the hill.
move. Yeah, you can tell exactly
pretty
where
loud.
somebody is. Yeah.
the
You gotta
footsteps
allow
are
us to
absolutely too
move.
loud.
If we can't move, everybody's gonna camp and everybody's gonna be mad all the time, and it's not gonna be a lot of fun. And y'all are gonna hear so much shit over it. I'm sure you already are. I'm sure they're already catching so much hell for how the dead silence
Absolutely.
and footsteps are being treated. I hope that they listen because that's the one thing that's gonna really make or break this game. I think. We have
I just hope
potential, so much potential.
the game it is going to be an enjoyable Call of Duty for 2 years if they fix certain issues. If they don't fix it, I can see the game surviving a massive player base for like 6 months. If they don't fix anything,
Yeah.
what are they going to do? Everyone's just going to go to Warzone 2 anyway,
Yeah, they're gonna go to Warzone 2 or the DMZ
or
mode.
DMZ.
I'm not mad. I'm super stoked for this DMZ mode. I
Yeah,
was bad
but-
at Escape from Tarkov because I suck, and the game is unforgiving. This is Call of Duty. They cater to people like me. The new guys, the
but
guys that
see-
suck and going to sit in a corner, they're going to make people's footsteps real loud, and I'm going to sit there and it's going to be Loot City for Drew.
Morty.
Yes, sir.
So, if they do the DMZ zone, like the leaks are saying they are,
Mhm.
it's going to be a more casual Escape from Tarkov. Just absolute, there will be absolutely no,
I love it.
I'm sorry, but if you're going to play a game like Escape from Tarkov, at least have, make me want to play the game. Don't just make it so, oh, I died. I got all my stuff still. Cool.
Well, I don't
like,
think
if
you're going
I-
to keep
if-
all your stuff. I think
The leaks are showing different.
nothing would be comparing it to Escape from Tarkov then. So
exactly. That's the problem I'm
but
seeing.
Everything is saying that this is Escape from Tarkov light, essentially, just like Cycle.
Right.
Cycle's a lot more casual, but I mean, you don't keep your stuff; you just earn money more.
Right.
So it's Hunt Showdown is a lot more casual. Sorry.
Did you guys also see about the raids that are coming?
I saw just a little snippet of it. I didn't dive into
what?
it. We're getting like 1, 2.
It's like
They're-
everything in the Division is without the open world play.
Well, it's more or less Destiny. It's still a 3-person team. You can't have 4 people.
Okay.
Oh.
It's so stupid.
Look,
It's
I'm
going
just
to
happy have
be
it.
it's going to be hours long. They said, just like actual Destiny raids, right? Destiny raids can take anywhere upwards of like 2 to 3 hours. We don't have
Sure.
a good.
And it's a
good
good
team.
time if you got a good team.
Yeah,
A good team.
You need
team.
a good team. You get those
A good
clowns that drop their controller down the well, it's a bad time.
you
Are you
tell
guys
them,
sorry.
talking about me?
No. We had somebody
No.
that dropped his controller and he said he dropped it down a well. That's why he was gone for 15 minutes while we were taking an intermission.
But
Elaborate
eating
way
ice
to
cream.
steal our checkpoint is what that was.
It was bullshit.
I just hope they do it the proper way,
Mhm.
and I hope to God they extend the raids out to at least 4 people, so you don't like.
You don't gotta drop a
Especially with
friend.
us, yeah. Especially with us, we have 4 people that we play with on an everyday basis.
Mhm.
More than 4 right now.
Yes.
But if, like, let's say, we have to split up. We got 6 people. We got to split 3 and 3. Like, now you're just playing favorites. Like, who do you want on your team? Who do you think is going to be the best? Blah blah, and someone's going to take it the wrong way.
I'm
Not
always
us.
at the bottom of that poll, so I don't give a shit.
And not us. We all know we all suck, so it doesn't matter who has who on each team.
Especially CJ.
We'll come play some TDM with you later, Shay.
I really want to see this game succeed because I've seen a lot of Call of Duties that had promise and
This is one of
fizzle
them.
out to nothing.
This is it. I think this is Call of Duty's last stand. They have been fumbling
that should
for
have been the name.
years.
Last
This is their
stand.
last time. They gave one more. They shaped up the beta really nicely. It ran really good. We got to experience what felt like
One more game.
pretty complete game. This has been the most polished, the most complete that we've ever seen a game. The ideas are there. It's just we need a little bit more instruction and clarity. But nobody liked Vanguard. Cold War was just nobody was hot on it. It was just a cold game. What did we have before that?
Yeah.
World War
I
II?
like that.
No, I feel like I'm going back too far. Anyway, it's
Yeah, you
been a bad few years of Call of Duty, and I think that they're losing people to Warzone, which is maybe what they're doing. I guess they're not really losing the players if they're still going
I
to Warzone.
left.
But
Yeah,
like
but they're
like
catering to
Dave left.
Warzone.
But like Dave left. He's been playing Call of Duty and only Call of Duty for as long as I knew him.
Forever.
I've been
Forza.
playing Call of Duty since Call of Duty 4, man.
Yeah,
Like, that was the
yeah.
first Call of Duty I
was
really
the
got
only
into.
game that you would play. That and maybe Forza when it came out for a
Yeah,
little bit.
Forza.
And
That was it.
But like you were diehard Call of Duty, same as me, and I'm tired of these games that are not. They're just not
Complete.
fun anymore. They're not complete. They play poorly.
But is that all of it? Is all that on them, or is some of it because we've played everything and we're not getting anything new anymore?
Some of it is.
I mean, like I'm at that point where there's like, I just feel a lot of things don't feel new. I'm just at that age. I'm okay with it too. I'm not like upset by it. I'm like, things are changing, where I'm starting to feel like everything is kind of a repeat, and holding on to the little bits of nostalgia that I have that are from my moments where I felt things were cool and different and
Sure.
unique. But I don't know. I wonder if some of that is just that we're old and complaining.
It could be. It could very well be. I mean,
Well,
I certainly couldn't keep up with the movement, kids. This
No.
movement era of Call of Duty where you could slide cancel and snake and everything. I just can't do it.
Oh, yeah, that shit's
I
wild,
can't
dude.
do it. I just don't have the dexterity anymore, and that's fine. Give that to the younger kids, but you got to allow us to compete. Allow me to hold an
Yeah, I
angle and
agree.
then not break my camera every single day.
I gotta
Yeah.
ask Dave a quick question.
Hmm.
You played World at War, correct?
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah,
A lot. Okay, I
Yeah,
played
a
World
lot.
at War probably as much as you did. Do you remember the actual snaking scandal?
Kind of.
Do you remember when people used to actually be able to lay on the ground?
I know people
and
used to do
move?
that. Yeah. Oh, yes, I do remember that. People used to do that shit around corners, around
Yeah.
cover. Yes, I do remember that shit. And you couldn't
Snaking
actually see
now-
them shooting at
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, their hitbox was just on the ground. You
That's
couldn't
crazy.
hit them at all. Snaking in this game is just breaking a camera. That's it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
people are up in arms about this guy is crouching up and down behind a box, breaking his camera
Yeah.
to just get a viewpoint. But
head glitch.
people like me and Dave had to experience people actually snake.
Yeah, that shit was frustrating.
fine.
I definitely remember that.
That's fine. I still don't need just like the ability to slide at full speed and stop it at maximum velocity. Dead stop it. That breaks my
That's
camera,
bullshit.
and that's what we got to like. If we can get rid of that, and that's just old Drew talking because Drew can't keep up with the
Right.
kids. I am well aware of that. That is
Why
fine.
Drew don't like
I can
Destiny?
still gun them though.
Oh
I mean,
yeah.
what?
Imagine trying to
Destiny-
keep up with them at my age.
You got like 3 years on me.
Yeah,
Take
you
it-
know,
Take it
like-
easy, Grandpa.
There you go.
Hey now.
Overall, guys, I think we got a really good game coming up. I know we got it for 2 years. This is a 2-year
I'm
cycle now.
excited.
Now let's hope to God they cycle out the metas. They don't just stick with an M4 MP5, right? They actually work on the game for 2 years. They don't just go, hey, here's the base of the game. You guys make it however you want. No, that's not our job. That's your job. We make the game fun for ourselves and our friends. You make the game fun for everyone.
Yes. I do not care what they make the meta. The reason I say that is because no matter what they make the meta, there's gonna be a meta.
Meta's always gonna
There's
change.
just going to be one. It
over
doesn't matter
time.
what they make it. It doesn't matter that they change it. I'm gonna use
People's
what's fun.
play
I'm gonna
styles
shoot people.
change.
I'm gonna shotgun people. I'm gonna get caught a piece of shit. I'm gonna get caught some really things that are gonna get me banned on TikTok. But I'm gonna have fun. I'm gonna have more fun than these clowns that are stuck on their M4s and MP5s. I'm gonna enjoy the game again.
Yeah,
I agree.
fully agree.
I agree.
I think
I-
we're all on the
I
same
don't
page
know.
there.
I kind of like the idea of I guess nobody's gonna like this, but I do. But whatever.
That's fine.
I like the idea less of having like I'd rather just have like all the guns be effective, if that
Yeah.
makes sense. Like
Yeah.
like it sounds dumb, but like if just to keep it simple, let's just say there's a sniper, an LMG, an assault rifle, a submachine gun, and we'll say a shotgun
Mhm.
and a pistol. Let's leave the pistol out because that's secondary, but let's just keep those main lines. And if they were all meta, right? They were all just meta, like, and you didn't change
Everything
them.
could be used.
You didn't change them. You didn't nerf them. Everything could be used. Then you kind of have what, like Dave was talking. You were talking about even with some of the older Call of Duties that we all did like, because like the guy that had the sniper that could just quick scope every dude come around the corner. You knew if you peeled him right with that shotgun, just if you could just 1 second before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could hit him from so far away and still get him. And, if it was all just meta and they didn't change it and they just stuck with it, then I felt like we could go through a season where we could actually spend our money on that pass and earn new guns through it that
Yeah.
are different, that don't have necessarily the same characteristics, but are equal class. Add another shotgun. I would rather have one set of guns by the battle pass and unlock more valuable guns throughout my battle pass
Mhm.
than have 400,000 weapons just at
And
my
4 of 'em can
disposal
be
that I
used.
gotta do all this and all that to unlock. Like,
See,
just give me the guns, let me kill and earn some things over time. I think it'd be different.
I see. That's definitely the. I'm sorry. Like the best way I can put it is the free to play mentality. If they decided to go free to play, like let's say I don't know if you guys ever played it Crossfire, or like Call of Duty Online. They had all the base weapons, but better weapons or weapons that were perceived to be at a higher level than the other weapons were locked behind a paywall. I don't agree with that.
But I don't want better weapons behind a paywall. I want equal value weapons. If every weapon is a meta, if every weapon can be used in these maps as a meta, and all you're paying for, you're already paying for nothing in your battle pass, but skins and variants and colors and
so there's no value.
So why not? There's no value there.
It's just cosmetic.
And you said it's a free to pay mentality, bro. I'm willing to pay $60 knowing that this game is going to come with, this base pack of guns. And as usual, I'm going to buy the battle pass and get more guns for it.
Hold on. CJ, if everything's overpowered, nothing's overpowered. If everything's meta, there is no meta. That's what Shay's saying. It's Black Ops 2.
Dave.
You could use any sub. You could use any AR. Everything was viable.
Wouldn't matter.
When nothing. When everything's viable, there's no meta.
And then unlock all those attachments for all those guns, and then find your little.
I guess I said it wrong. I apologize. If it is part of that meta class, all the weapons are meta weapons. I get that. But the weapon perceives to be better by the general public. Like, it has better crosshairs. It has better iron sights. Like, we're talking.
Okay, I understand
those
what
things
you're
are
saying.
preferential. It's only those things only are better when you add actual characteristic changes to the gun to them at that point. But even then, it doesn't necessarily create metas, because if all the guns are still the exact same if they have the exact same power no matter what, right? That's the main scale. They're all at this meta power level. You know what I mean? Then it really is, you take out all the little optic advances where it moves this down and moves this forward, and you break out all that over dramatic science and just say, okay, guess what? This is a 150-yard scope. This is a 60-yard scope. This is whatever. Your guns are just more specific. And you can still have all your weapon and bullet fall-offs, the things that people like Matt enjoy, actually knowing where those bullets fall off. But it's like, I don't know. I think you can get rid of a lot of this overindulgent stuff and kick it back to a more basic game, and we would all have a lot more fun with it than we are trying to make it real or whatever we're trying to do.
The best way I can put it, you want to go back to like the CS:GO or the Valorant style. 7 weapons.
What was the one Dave said? Modern Warfare 2, 4, 2. What was it, Dave?
Yeah, I mean, the M4 felt like the Scar, which felt like the Tar. Like, they all felt the same.
was OP. Everything was OP.
That's it's just,
I liked that.
Yeah,
I like that. And then you get nailed on. You don't feel bad. You're like, oh man, that guy was really a little bit more ready around.
You would get shit on by off meta weapons, which was nice. Because there were meta weapons in that game for sure that were like the best, but there are also non-meta weapons that would still shred you.
Yeah,
I forget that name of that shotgun and that motherfucker.
And thinking of it as like a level. So if you got a gun that's going to shoot slower, it needs to be just a little, like, it's got to still have symmetry. There still needs to be symmetry. Yeah. It can't just shoot slow, but one shot. Like, that's.
And I do think, though, we have to have maps that you guys have to learn to memorize again, because I think that was what made like Dave and Eskimo so effective, is like the guys that didn't sit in a corner, they just ran around all day with 2 little guns. They knew the maps. I mean, it wasn't about spawn whoring either. They like Marcus used to run like a certain letter or a path around the whole map, and he just never stopped doing that. And he'd get like 80 kills, and I was just like, or destroy a whole TDM lobby. And I think they can. I think where we're at, they should be able to. I don't know. As far as maps, I want to feel the submersion. I don't want just a quick little toy box paintball gun map. I want you to take time. I want it to feel, if we go in a building, I do want it to feel like we're going in a building. I want to. We should be we should be pushing up. We should be pushing open windows. We should be able to get in closets by now. Hide under beds. There's a lot of places we should be able to go when we're inside of a building in Call of Duty that they could be working on. Like, I'm sorry, bro, but if we're all in a bunker, right? All of us as a team, we're like, fuck it, we're taking this bunker.
Yeah,
dude. Let me be in a closet. Let somebody be under a bed. Let somebody be behind the door. Let somebody be on a shelf. You know, and let those guys come in with those, and let's have a quick meta war with all these equally powerful guns. Who's the fastest with their sub? Who's, you know, it just, it seems like if they did focus on some of those things, I think you draw an even more, like, you know, because you can do that in what, like Tarkov, you know, you can hide in like really crazy places in those games.
That's going to come in the DMZ mode. I'd be willing to wager. I think that's where that's going to happen. You're going to have, because that's meant to be more tactical and slowed pace, whereas regular Call of Duty
DMZ in Warzone?
No, they're going to be separate game modes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, but is it the Warzone map?
I don't know.
It will be. It will be.
Probably sections of it. So you probably won't be in the whole thing. You probably won't use the entire Warzone map.
Let me give you a rebuttal really quick. Call of Duty has never been a realistic mil sim shooter. It has always been an arcade.
That's where I was kind of going, is that they got to keep it arcadey, arcadey enough.
But being able to slide through a window, being able to hide under a bed, being able to hide in a closet or on a shelf, that's mil sim.
Yeah, but it doesn't. But it's not hard to. What I'm saying is, it's not hard to create those spaces, and you can define that as milsim. But really, it's just general. Like, it's just general in a room, rather than putting. It can still be arcadey without having slides. Being able to kick a window open. I mean, it's not like we're flipping beds up and pushing them up against a door. It's just creating more spaces in a room to create combat, rather than just one room, nowhere to duck in it, but these little angular corners, and like you said, it's going to create exactly what you don't want to do. Okay, well, Matt's in the back left corner for sure with his riot shield. There's always going to be somebody in there. I like the idea of just having a few more spaces that we can make that room more reliable for people holding up in it. And it's not hard, because you already can almost hide under a bed. You know, you can hide on the side of a bed. You can crouch down, and about the top half of your torso is what's showing above a bed already. So it'd take nothing even to raise that up a little bit more, so you could lay on the floor and shoot at that door through that. And that's what Matt and those people want to be able to do, because they're really military minded. So they don't want it to be less arcadey. They just want it to be a little bit more than what it is. It doesn't have to be like hyper realistic. It just needs to have a little bit more.
If they add more, that's great. People will complain about it though.
They'll complain about anything.
They'll complain about anything. I get that.
Can't make them happy.
No, especially in the Call of Duty community, because then you're going to have people that are drawing conclusions to Rainbow
Everybody
Six.
plays different though, man. Like
but like at the same time, like Call of Duty, if you have those features, it has to. No offense, it's going to sound stupid. You have to be competitive first. Rainbow Six competitive first, and they have those features.
Yeah, I think you lose the casual.
Yeah, you do.
I think you lose the casual side of it.
It's too immersive.
It's too immersive. Yeah. I think. I think I'm with you.
It
would be cool. I think if they go to their next adaptation, like when they try to experiment with something new, I think they try it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I agree with you on that. I definitely think it should be tried out, and I think it will in the DMZ mode. I think that's where that's going to get exercised first.
Let's hope so. I am going to depart myself.
Okay.
I have.
Well, we're going to wrap it up anyways.
Well, put it in the oven.
All right.
Y'all, I had a blast. Thank you guys. I want to do this again, even though Justin probably said a total of 4 words this entire time. Matt spoke more, and I enjoy what Matt had to say personally. Shay, your ideas are on point. I like them. I just see them too
different,
too out of the way for Call of Duty. And personally, if they added something, like they added contextual leaning, they added mounting, they complained about it. They added ground war. Nobody fucking cared about it because it was just too big.
That's not true. That's not true, bro. I'm sorry. That's not true. I've been seeing articles all day in my feed that people are talking about Ground War was the best mode in this game.
No, I'm talking about now.
Yeah, everybody. That's what I'm saying. And this
I think Ground War is
they were
fun for a
saying Ground War
casual.
was easily the best mode in the game, whether
In
you were a
2019.
streamer. No, in this Call of
In the
Duty
beta,
I'm talking about 19.
Yeah,
I was
everybody.
talking about 19.
But we're talking about the beta now, though, and where it's going now, and why it's working now. But they're saying even Ground War that used to be kind of a lackluster thing, that is like the best thing they brought to the beta this year.
I didn't even try it.
So
year.
No, we did
play. Yeah, we played a little bit of it. I think Dave and I played the most of it. Dave and I stayed on.
I think it'd be the best for casuals because I played a game of it, and it was pretty relaxed. Like if you wanted to snipe, you could snipe.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of AI.
Yeah, you jump out of the plane, like not even just like press the button and then jump out of the plane. Like you actually ran and jumped out of it and went where you wanted to go, wherever it was, and it was cool. It was contingent on somebody having to fly it and wherever it was on the map.
Is cool.
But
yeah, I didn't do it at all.
For me, you know what I mean? I'm not CJ. I don't get 35 kills in any match unless I'm playing against true bots. But for me, that was hands down like. I was like, holy shit. Like, I was getting kills. Dave and I were just getting to the top of stupid towers and just sniping ridiculously far with the dumb distance that gun allowed you to shoot at.
Yeah.
You know, it was like, it was really fun. But I think it was because that mode did feel real dumbed down. But there was a lot of places I could go. You know, as a casual guy, I could go everywhere in that motherfucker. I was climbing up all sorts of weird ladders and going all these places. And it was cool. I liked it. I'm excited. I'll probably play mostly Ground War when it comes out.
Okay.
I might have to check it out.
See, I didn't personally play the Ground War. I believe what you're saying. I just don't think the first iteration of Ground War in 2019 was what it is now. That's what I was trying to say. It was horrible. Let's just
I didn't play it either.
It was so bad. It was one side or the other. It wasn't an equal playing field.
You remember War? From World War II, like War. Where you gotta progress to the next stage.
Yes,
that was
better.
It was different. Yeah, we'll see you. We're gonna wrap it up. I think we're in for a good year. I think we got 2 years of playing going. We got DMZ coming out with Warzone 2. I'm pretty excited for that. Other than that, anybody else got any last minute remarks? Anybody?
I suck. Don't add me. I only play with these guys.
I appreciate everybody that watched. Thank you. Thanks everybody for joining.
Have a great night, guys.
And joining in. Peace.
We'll holler at you.